Hey everybody, it's the Last Robokai here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dishonored, the DLC for Daud, Brigmore Witches, and this is the second part of the business we have to take with Lizzy. We've managed to reacquire her boat, but unfortunately, while she was locked up in prison, someone's managed to acquire her important ship component that will allow us to actually head off up to take on Delilah. So we're going to have to go get that back today, and as always there are complications, and as always I'm joined by...
Yo everybody, it's Cool Guy, and I was reading some of my old Game Players magazines, because they showed up on archive.org recently, and this reminds me very much of this one rant that Bill Donahue had back in the 90s about why he didn't like RPGs, because you could never just go and do something. You always got distracted by crap. I'm gonna dig it up again, and I'm gonna try to post it with this update, because seriously, it's incredible. It's like his cat speaking Middle English to him.
I will say though that considering even when we're not doing that, I still manage to get sidetracked and distracted playing these games. It's like some of us are just mentally hopeless. So yeah, that's this is the adventure we're on. We're gonna go visit a textile factory, so let's get stuck straight in.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Is it part of this where you can screw up a blink and just like fall out of the sky? I like that.
I'd like to think so, and yeah, here we go.
In time, it'll eat through our air filters.
This is the complication.
You may have to make a deal.
The leader of the Hatters dies. The entire place gets flooded with hilarious, deadly poison gas.
Man, I cannot imagine working for this guy.
It's not really his idea.
Close. Keep your hat on.
Yeah,
Just asking.
we're not supposed to be.
Because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots.
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out.
Fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
It's never nothing. Not in Dunwell.
He immediately pulls out a sword.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
What you're doing and what you're saying, two totally different things here, Holmes.
Well, you know these guys, they like to talk big.
The cool one, I'm okay with that.
I've just have this propensity towards, just saying if these guys will ever turn around.
Honestly, with you going up and down like that, I was reminded of the original Deus Ex, where I would go up and just stab somebody directly in the butthole because reasons.
Well, while running and jumping a lot in the process, just going hup 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 hup.
Yeah, and
Oh, so that's how I play Deus Ex.
the more you make JC grunt, the better you're playing that game.
Oh yeah.
Hey, dude.
This is a lot of people who are watching this who are familiar with this level are probably going, "You don't really need to do this, man. You don't need to stab everybody." Because,
This stopped being about needing to stab people about 40 murders
yeah,
ago.
but you get lots of folks who I'm not entirely sure are 100% paying attention to what we're doing. You got one comment in the thread, and I'm sorry, I won't say your name, and I'm not singling you out to mock you, but we had the question, oh, you're gonna do the wedding stuff in the next video. I said it like 3 times that we're doing the wedding stuff in the next video. Just please pay attention. So. Here's a weird little setup here they've got going. I'm not entirely sure what the hell that's about, but this is where they hang out outside.
Yeah, I don't think you've got something worth swapping out there.
But I do decide I'm gonna remove a few things. Like, I think it's time to stop slow swinging.
Okay, that's fair.
I've got whirlwind, so it's just like I do mix it up a little. I also do get like I get a pretty interesting bone charm this time.
I'm gonna be honest. When you
Keep this position.
hit that oh god, I hate that line.
Yeah.
I bring food. He says to undress by.
It sounds like she's saying it through gritted
Gross.
teeth.
What?
Hi.
Look at that.
I was anyway. What I was saying is, I'm kind of surprised that when you cut open that board back there, you didn't like pull half of the. Hey, homie! You didn't alert half of the map. I was like my.
Sorry.
That is
I
incredible.
am very good at disrupting your train of thought right now.
That's because you're doing awesome things.
Oh, that was
my
wasteful.
heart jumped into my throat. That's what okay, I'm done with my thought. You can't interrupt it anymore.
Yeah, it was fortunate though there
I feel
was
like
no
this
one
is
around.
Dexter's lab, and you're the DD to my Dexter.
Yeah, so I also said in the previous video there was gonna come a time where I was just like completely out of mana because I fucked around with pull way too much, and that's this part of the video.
Yeah. I was not expecting you to be able to just pick up the corpse and then put it immediately on your shoulder. That is not something that I was aware could happen, and is kind of awesome.
Alright, so that's the second component of the thing that you need to do that I'm not doing, that everyone has started referring to by the flower that I picked up, the plant I picked up earlier. I'll explain it. The idea of what you're going to be doing is you're going to be intentionally flooding the entire Hatter's base with that poison gas, and the plant, the rat bull fetus that's over there that I didn't get, and there's another item further on that I do get that I can't remember, like it's like Quicksilver or something. It's basically it basically inoculates you against any of the ill effects of the gas. So you can use that, and you can use it to basically gas the whole place. And I'll go a little more into that once we meet some of the players in the game. That that gives us this choice. Yeah, everyone's so phlegmy around here. I don't know. Is there something about textile plants that make people just spit up?
No, I'm thinking the people around here are just disgusting.
Yes. Well, they're walking around in top hats and think they're cool.
Guess.
Let's be real here. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. All right. And then I
wait. It just hit me that this is a gang of internet nice guys gone wrong.
Not even that. They're
oh man.
Not even that. They're look at them. They're a gang of textile workers.
Hey, a dead body. I'm out of
I
here.
love that. I think those guys actually do vanish because I'm pretty sure I don't stab most of those.
It's just a matter of...
Sure.
Anyone else?
Hey. Buddy.
Oh, it's like, oh shit, but then he doesn't notice me anyway, so it was like, alright then. It must be something about their cone of vision when they're turning. Even though their head moves, they're still focused entirely on the thing that they're going for.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because he should have seen me, I swear.
He really should have, and if I was playing, wow. Okay, so is she trying to beg for her life with her, contortionism
Oh,
here?
apparently just, bumping into these people throws them around, and I didn't know this until, this mission. So naturally I do this way too often.
Oh yeah, no. That does happen. So basically, if somebody is in a submitted and helpless position like that, you can just sort of poke them with your toe, and they go.
Assume that's to
everywhere. It's
avoid
amazing.
blocked doorways. Here's the other element: metallic salts. There we go. So you combine the plant, the metallic salts, and the bull fetus, and then you drink it, and then you wonder what you're doing with your life. And then you're immune.
Yeah,
then you're immune to poison gas.
Sure, that's how chemistry works.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Anyway, I'm absolutely not doing that in my run. But from what I understand, Orv is thinking about doing that as our final science corvo.
Calculated badly. Hi. My name's Daud. I'm looking for Lizzy Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Oh, the God Pigeon says.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer.
geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Daud, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance, and it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Daud.
So, Nurse Trimble is apparently, like, he was another genius along the lines of Sokolov and Pierrot, but didn't have much of an ethics thing. So there's the thing about a missing mechanic.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still
Yeah, that's a little thing you can use. So, like, yeah, the engine coil that we want is blocked off by a few things. One of which is a padlock with a code on it. It's only 3 digits, so if you really wanted to waste your forever time on it, you know, go nuts, whatever. But no. So yeah, there's the blueprint for how to make explosive bolts. They don't give you that until like this far into the Brigmore Witches, if you haven't done the first one.
I suppose they've at least been very good about handing you explosive bolts, though.
Mm-hmm. We already had it because we already did the other stuff. There's some stuff to do up there, but yeah, I think everybody here has probably already guessed that the Trimble's the one in charge here. He's got the old man hooked up to a machine. The machine's gonna kill everybody if the old man dies. I don't think anyone would willingly subject themselves to that. I get this distinct feeling that Trimble's done it, and it is. He's hooked him up to this machine, and basically no one's going to question him because they kill him, they can't maintain the machine. The old man dies, all of them die. They hit, like, you know, if they don't kill him, but they kill the old man, everybody dies. And there is one other fun fact: Trimble is immune to the toxin because he takes the thing that we were talking about every day, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So yeah, here's the room. There's the padlock. There's the whole lot of rats because I'm in high chaos.
Trimble to a door combination.
Yeah, that's if you go down there. They're really good at directing players to where they need to go in this game.
I mean, that was definitely about as blatant a hint as you're going to get in any video.
Yeah, I didn't even bother reading the notes. It was just like, yeah.
I mean, what is it going to tell you that the title didn't? It's gonna be another 2 sentences of
You should get where you're going.
Yeah, as you can see, I've actually ended up befriending all of them now. There's no gang now that's gonna want to kill me. My silly murder has gotten me. Well, actually, no, it hasn't. It hasn't run me out of anything. There would be a side quest I'd be able to do with Jerome, the black market guy, but I never bother doing it. And there isn't anyone left alive by the time we get that far. So, like, I don't even talk to him. I don't think to like even get access to it. So it hardly matters.
You're a serious subscriber to the whole death solves all problem thing, isn't you? Or aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah,
that was Stalin's ethos, by the way.
Well, you know what? He may have been responsible for the murder of millions upon millions of people, but you know what? I'm only killing video game people, so it's okay.
It's true. It's true. You are only killing polygon people instead of, you know, actual people. Good lord, Chip.
Oh yeah.
Seriously,
by the way,
dude, that ball is bigger than your head.
that sucks for you. But yeah, so as everyone's probably just heard, we have some river crusts because we're in a sewer. Naturally, river crusts would be around making.
God, these things are revolting.
Making our lives hell.
Yeah, you just okay. You are at least using something explosive. I'm sitting here thinking, why are you not blowing them up?
He opened up, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, thank you. I was just really worried about like tapping the side of the pipe and blowing myself up.
Okay, that I feel like that's actually pretty legit. Man,
I hate those things.
I fancy myself a conservationist. I feel all life that has a place on the planet, but I would support the extermination and extinction of river crusts if they existed IRL.
Absolutely. So that other door we just went past is the other way to get to the engine coil. It also has a padlock on it. Same code. The code is randomized each time, obviously.
Yeah, to keep you from messing around with it.
Well, not exactly randomized.
I imagine
selected
that.
from a list.
Yeah.
Haven't had to do this for a while.
I do it all the time. I seek out doing this because it's one of the only things I can kill.
It's just the bloodlust inside of you. Just.
I mean, just because I've been shackled this game doesn't mean it's gone away. I suppose there is more I could kill. You know, I mean, I've had a strict no killing dogs policy, but screw that. I am pro dog. Ain't I chip?
You may be less pro dog after the next mission, but we'll get to that. Oh no!
Oh,
there's a lady
wow.
here, and she needs
Still
help.
alive? Really?
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted, honestly. Like, this person didn't make it back. Maybe he's still down there. Like, my immediate thought was, yeah, sure, the corpse is down there somewhere. I'm positive.
I was looking for my little boy. He's not well, and I fell down here. I hurt my leg.
Our
Okay.
sister thinks she's auditioning for the Dunwall Opera.
Oh.
Golden cat.
Oh.
She caught that hatter easy enough.
Rats and
That
worse.
fool.
Weepers.
What if Daud comes this
I don't
way?
want to die
He
here.
won't fall for a pretty face and a few tears.
A Brigmore witch. Wonderful.
But we'll make sure the job is done. Shh. Someone's coming.
Boom, 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 boom.
So yeah, I love that. That is so actually really like a cool little trap, and then you can go over here and be like, wait a minute. No.
Get shit on.
I don't think I actually hit her then. So here's me with no mana regeneration,
Oh.
and a whole bunch of things to kill.
Sisters, help me.
So yeah, Brigmore
Man, they
witches
are
fight.
noisy little.
Yeah, they fight pretty much exactly like Billy Lurk did. So we can easily infer that Billy Lurk had actually received powers from Delilah, so that she could face Daud if he like revoked them. They can throw the bolts, they can teleport, they can probably do the scream as well when you're close enough. Though I can't recall if that happens at all, but we'll see. I'm having such a hard time getting up onto these effing ledges.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it kind of seems like you shouldn't have that much trouble with that. What? You can see her silhouette as you fragged her. That was brilliant.
Come out now.
You're really not selling this whole come out now thing.
Call out if you spot hide or hair.
Okay, so we got one there.
Awesome.
Here you are. Come to me.
I'm like, oh yeah, right, okay, yeah, I have that.
Oh man,
Oh hey, Delilah's at you.
how you doing?
Lurk told me you wouldn't give up, even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, Daud. I know what that mark on your hand is, just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen, but history will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
And of course the 4 chosen is Daud, Delilah, Corvo, and Granny Rags.
Yep. Man, I was I was honestly expecting her to go like dangerously bipolar on you at any moment.
She's still doing the old I have a hologram, you can't actually get me, I'm a genius thing. I'm like, where is this thing?
I prefer to think of it as like Boris from GoldenEye. I'm invincible!
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
Statuesque,
it is. Okay.
which is quite apt considering who we just had a conversation with.
Yeah.
Statuesque is the ability, and we're going to look at it right now, and this cracks me up. While standing still, you can't be seen by enemies unless they're in combat with you. And yeah, mana does not regenerate, so I'm just going to try that for a little bit in the next episode, because why wouldn't you?
It's less helpful than you might think, just because. Oh, awesome! That's just uncalled for. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. It's hilarious.
How fast I ate that. Yeah, sometimes I watch myself after I've been recording, and I'm like, they're gonna use this in a trial against you one day. Like, I just want you to know this. Want you to know this past me. You've scuppered us all. Don't worry, I don't grab and feed every single one of them. I did get turned around a little though.
Well, I mean, those ones were just convenient.
This is where we came in. It's very easy to get turned around. But where we want to go is basically into the doorway I opened. And I will eventually figure that out. This is the big problem that this level has, is it's huge and really easy to get turned around in, and I get turned around in it a lot. Like, I'm cutting out a bit in this video, like, a little later, because I'm like, oh, did I miss something? And run back and, yeah, so the Ox Rush.
Yeah, I can only imagine it's going to give me an absolute aneurysm.
Yeah, so that tells you where you can get some Ox Rush, or you can do that mission for Jerome, and he'll give you some, I believe, because he, like as the note said, he collects it. I don't know why you'd need to do that though, because like it's literally in the canal and easy to find.
Potentially you're lazy, or you think that's below you and your gloved hands that you won't get dirty.
Yeah, it's below.
Know.
It's yeah. I don't know.
Here.
Like, I guess they leave these things open for people who are inattentive, but are the kind of people who just like try and solve all their problems by talking to literally everybody in the game. And there are people like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh.
More witches.
When her little ritual is all said and done. Why? Don't be dense. She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
Okay, I mean, that can be handled. What up? Oh!
Yeah, I should probably stop doing that.
Oh! Love it!
Teleporting enemies!
Where is she? Oh, there she is. I think like her teleport is a little bit too clever for her own good.
Yeah, there we go. There's the shriek tower.
Look at her fly!
Oh, and there are weepers.
Oh,
because why not?
Sure.
Because why not? Bouncing corpses.
I appreciate that you're just like standing there for Miller time while you figure out what, and then you botch the drop assassination. Beautiful.
Oh, I didn't hurt myself, so
oh,
so that's the exit. Here's why the wheel isn't working anymore, and why they had to get the engine coil. Those poor hatters. One of Delilah's big things appears to be, she can manipulate nature to some degree, and she grows these extremely ridiculously large vines, around them to stop the wheel turning.
Suppose that makes sense. She probably figured that that they would disable Lizzy's ship when she did that. Oh, As far as plans go, I could think of worse ones. I imagine growing those sorts of roots is pretty annoying underwater.
That was just me cutting out some unnecessary backtracking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so that's just telling us about the thing we've already picked up. Let's go fix all of our problems. Eventually, I'm like, okay, valve.
Oh, control. Yes, Valve, where is Half-Life?
Alright, so we've turned it on, but something's blocking it.
Clear whatever is blocked, yeah.
Yeah, these things are actually alive, and they will fight you if you're not careful.
They will fight you IRL.
Yeah, they will give you a good whipping. Won't be the last time we'll see those things.
She's got the water flowing. Now to go get that engine coil.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to blow up that Weaver just because you
just
can.
Because I can. No. We got it.
I mean, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have been able to do this. And this gives you access to stuff.
Stuff is always welcome.
Use the venting fan. The fan is replaced. It could come off if it's spun. So yeah, why not? Let's turn on this incredibly dangerous machinery. What could possibly go wrong? Don't stand directly in front of it, by the way.
That looks like a big fat load of somebody else's problem.
Sadly, the guy who's responsible for dealing with that is dead. The outsider was angry? Or I never looked long enough at that to read that.
Walks Among Us, probably.
Yeah.
Walks Among Us is...
that happens a lot.
Yeah, that's a pretty common message. I can only imagine he just decided screw it, I'm trapped. I'm just gonna sit here and starve to death or some nonsense.
There we go. I was wondering how you get into this room because
Or
hey, look, a shrine.
Shrine has something to do with it.
Let's have another conversation.
God, must we?
You're coming, cutting a bloody path through the city in search of her. Your nastiest work in years. She's afraid of you.
Is that why she stopped growling at us?
A brilliant woman. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. And once she's hatched her new schemes, she'll have a different kind of power. An empire instead of a coven. I wish you luck. I don't decide who wins and whose body gets tossed in the river to rot. But I do enjoy watching.
Yeah, I bet you do.
With my dick out for Harambe.
Oh my god, can we not? Can we not put, like, outdated 100-year-old memes? Because that's what it'll be in, like, about 5 minutes' time. It's gonna be gone. Stop.
Yeah,
please.
whatever.
I don't even like gorillas. Fuck them. Alright, just making sure I have this bone chum thing. I gotta go get.
Oh god, he wasn't even trapped in here.
No.
Okay, never mind. He clearly just died because the outsider hadn't gotten his his daily murder quota yet.
Oh, the witches may have been responsible for his death as well. You never know.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, you know, they do have this horrible tendency, if they need something in the area you're in, doing terrible, horrible things to you. As well, we'll see a bit more of that later in the video. I love doing that.
I'm going all CSI on this. He's just sitting there, basically chilling out. I just don't understand why he would be basically so seem to have died so peacefully. Also, how the heck did you get back through? I thought there was like a grate there or something.
It's a sluice, so the water's flowing over the top of it. So it's really difficult to get into from the angle I was in, but it's actually really easy to get out of.
Okay, sure. That makes sense. I had figured the reason you couldn't get in there is because there was a grate filtering everything.
I've been looking forward to having this POW back for a while, so...
Yeah, no, Fleet Fighter is beautiful.
So that's pretty much everything I needed there. I hate that
I'm
pipe.
not even gonna troll you on that. That happens to me all the time.
It's a thing. It's alright. Then this was still of me. There's only like 1 or 2 hatters left alive, but then I do this. And this actually upsets them.
Bonk.
This actually aggroes them. So, oops.
Sure, why not? Man, that's quite a reaction for going through those trip lines, though, or the trip wires.
Yeah, but you know, that's okay because the guys up in Timsh's office aren't. They aren't bothered, so we can have a conversation here. Sorry, Timsh, Trimble.
I think you mean Trimble.
Yeah, sorry, there's all these T's going down.
Someone's about to get shanked.
Caesar says a deal's a deal. The code is 669.
Wow.
Yeah, you sound like a teleprompter there.
Cut off.
So now I'm going to explain exactly how you actually go about getting to activate the kill everybody instead of actually doing the quest thing, because the only way to find out about the ability to kill everybody and not die from it comes from talking to the old man, talking to the geezer. And essentially, the best way to do that is you go over here to the timer, and you tweak it.
Trimble's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
I love
Wow.
that. But with good reason. We'll just loot everything in here. So yeah, you switch that timer on, and Trimble will leave the room because he won't let you talk to Geezer otherwise, because he's mouthpiecing for Geezer, and Geezer's like, I want to die.
Sure.
Kill everyone in here, and I'll give you the code. He tells you how to come up here to find the things you need. So we've got this keynotes thing there. It's not actually an audiogram. It's a I'm just gonna set that for 10 seconds first.
10 seconds.
Because at this point I'm like, maybe I should get him to go away and just see if talking to Geezer works out at all. But he doesn't. You've got to talk to him before you get the code, or he'll just like yell at you. I don't even think this works anymore, like, because obviously like Trimble doesn't leave. Not intentionally anyway. He sort of like walks around a corner, I think.
That's odd.
Well, like I said, we've already completed it, so all the triggers required from it probably aren't important. So I'm just like, fuck it.
We going to jail.
Making Dunwall a safer place.
Trimble, to think I live to see your corpse. Sweet sight. Daud, I guess you got what you came for. You snake. You and Trimble, peas in a pod. You can both rot.
That is one of the best old man voices I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah, so naturally we can't, do the thing, but murdering everybody via the gas, essentially as he dies, he tells you only 2 numbers of the code. So yeah, so keynotes is actually literally a key.
Oh, okay. Suppose that makes sense.
This is how you make the antitoxin. Ox Rush, Rat Bull Fetus, Metallic Salt.
And metallic salt.
And you fill them all into his thingamajig, you put an empty vial in there, and then you drink it. But there's not really any point to it now. I mean, I suppose I could still do it and still flood the place, I guess, but I kind of figured I'd wasted enough of everybody's time just wandering around. Like, I spent a lot of time on this level, so in one go as well. So you got to understand.
You're definitely getting combat fatigue at this point. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. The big reason I didn't go with it in the first place and kind of wanted to see if I could just get away with it at the end there was just because, like, you guys still gotta go out there if you want to get all the runes and everything like that. So it becomes out of your way to do it if you're doing the poison everybody to death thing. Just yeah. But Orv has said that he'll show it off, so there you go. We will have a video up that will show off violently murdering everybody through gas.
And incidentally, the only reason he's not here with us tonight is because he had a scheduling conflict, and we've already missed one week of this, so we wanted to make sure we didn't leave everybody high and dry. But he'll be back next time. Or, dude, when you're watching this, we miss you.
Wiring. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
There's probably a whole bunch of stuff up there, but I don't bother checking.
Wonder who has smoked more in their time, Daud or Mr. Hat.
Oh, Geezer has definitely smoked more.
They both sound like they've got like 3-pack-a-day voices. Also, that was awesome.
Oh, it's gonna get awesomer.
Oh.
So that achievement is for using someone as a shield, but what I've actually done is dragged them into someone's sword as they were swinging. I'm like, oh shit, and then they don't shoot! That was fantastic!
I'm gonna loot your corpse.
And then they do.
Go down, you pig!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Hats off. No, there we go. That's the Hatter's Textile Factory. There's not really anything else to it.
Oh man, it was a joy to watch.
Can't pick up that pillow. Should have brought the other one with me.
You pick up the other pillow. Why can't you pick up that pillow?
I bet there is no way to kill the geezer with it, but man, I would like to kill the geezer with the pillow. It would be like horribly appropriate. That's also going in my inevitable trial. Yeah. So, okay. So as was asked, yes, we're gonna go do the two final things that we need.
Wonder how long that'll last.
And one of those is the ring, and the key for the little safe down there. They're both in the same place.
Yes.
So let's go get those. Not quite as obvious as you'd think. And the second one is just up above us there to the left, as I said before. We'll get that on our way back. It's actually pretty plot important, but entirely missable.
Of course it is.
We've got to reward the people for exploring. Getting all up in the nooks and the crannies. Also, we've got the key now from that mechanic, so we can open his thingy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
The body's unconsumed, so yeah, should be right to use unconscious people.
Yeah, I probably can get away with that. Cool. That lets me do crazy Batman tricks at the start of this next level.
Yeah. So the mechanics thing lets you. Sorry, I'm just the mechanics stuff lets you get the full code without actually having to talk to anybody. Like that's up in the thing. I'll go get it, but I just thought I'd check out all the other stuff I hadn't quite gotten to first. Alright, so...
Man, the verticality here is kind of off the wall.
And this guy was a dressmaker for the royal family, and his hands don't work so good no more thanks to arthritis.
Yeah.
And here he is. But it's quite obvious someone's been here before us.
Just steal that off the wall, whatever.
So let's have a conversation with him about stuff.
Who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah. Are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily. She was such a delight. Did you ever meet the Empress? She was so special. And I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up. So serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
She started using the growly voice.
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping. I can still feel the cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I?
Wow! That motion where he taps his temple. Perfect.
And left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights while she made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily.
Starting to get the big picture now?
Emily, where are you?
A little bit, yeah.
Damn that Corvo. And damn Delilah.
In general terms, relating to black magic, I think we can all agree that when you've got someone's lock of hair, it generally does not bode well for the person whose hair you have.
Yep, that's like literally never been a good sign. Just like, oh, you're gonna do something really cool that'll make him have a long life, and no, just no.
Yeah. So yeah, the end game of that was done on me.
God damn, dude!
I don't know.
You actually survived that?
Yeah, I'm glad I survived that too. So yeah, the end game of Delilah appears to involve Emily somehow. So Corvo's running around doing all this, no idea what's going on in the background. I love how it sort of entwines together. It's very cool.
Yeah, it also properly sets up what we now know of Dishonored 2. So I mean, it's kind of impressive, even though we are playing this game. Oh my gosh! Even though we are playing this game substantially after it was released, the amount of forethought that goes into this is seriously impressive.
Yeah, I didn't until we started receiving information about Dishonored 2. I did not realize just how much foreshadowing this game does about it. Dishonored 2, it's great. So here we go. Time to go visit Lizzy. We're all done here. Now, I can't recall what the trigger is for this, but you can actually get attacked by the witches around here. And I don't remember if it's because you spare the women or you avoid them, the Brigmore witches, but you can get attacked here.
Fire up the engine from the bridge.
But obviously, since everybody who vaguely looks like a witch has been violently murdered by me, we don't get that problem this time.
Oh man, the way you, I still have like the silhouette that they had burned into my brain from that. That was gorgeous. Everything about that was hysterical.
Yeah. So that was the Dead Eels.
Oh my gosh.
And all of the myriad of crazy stuff that happens in the extremely long journey, or 41/22 of it. So it's it's a very big level. You can exhaust yourself on that level.
Yeah, no joke.
I was getting super level fatigued by the end.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people forget about when playing games. But that sort of focus and the sort of focus that you put forward, playing a game that requires deep observation, the way Dishonored, or even just most combat-oriented games do, because you need to be focusing very clearly on closely on how your opponents move and everything like that. It gets really fatiguing and really tiring. So I mean, big levels like this feel really good in some ways, but also feel really bad in others. Just because you're just like, oh my gosh, okay, I need to step away and go get drunk just so my brain unclenches from all of this.
There was a lot to process, but yeah, that was it. Well, that means that after our locales run of that mission, and I'll be interested to see if you can actually fit like that into one video. I get this distinct feeling, maybe not. If you do, kudos to you. But after the locales version of the Dead Eels, then we're on to the very final stage, the finale, the end of Dishonored, the closure of the Daud story, and in a way as well, closing another page in the Emily story as well. Or turning another page, I should say. It's gonna be a big deal, but of course, obviously,
I'm I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. This is something I never saw, and I am so hyped for Dishonored 2 coming out. I can't wait to see how this ends. Leave me on a good fresh note for November.
Yeah, God, it's almost there. Hopefully,
it's almost here, dude.
Hopefully, we'll have this done in time.
We will. I'm sure we can make sure it's done by then.
Gotta get everybody up to speed. But until next time with the Log House run, I've been the Last Robot Guy.
And I've been Cool Guy.
And we'll see you all next time.